Welcome back, Trojan fans, to the West Brunswick Trojans Coaches Show, live from Wing and Fish Company. We have a star-studded cast tonight. We have the big man, the athletic director, Coach Jimmy Fletcher.
Thanks so much for having me.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, that's so true.
I was watching you get ready for this earlier, and I thought, maybe Coach Fletcher's memory's starting to go. Then I realized how many spring sports there really are.
I tell you, it's really hard during the spring because there are so many sports. We have 7 different sports going on.
What's your travel schedule like?
It's pretty hectic.
Because there's no way any one person could be at every event.
Oh, no. The one good thing about our county, they just make us be at all the home events. So we're at all the home events, but that's
still
almost every night.
And then you got golf, somewhere close.
That's
you
right.
got tennis is not necessarily on campus. Makes it tricky.
Very tricky. And then you have to deal with the weather. So
sure.
Cancellations, that type of thing. So spring is probably the most hectic time of year for me.
I can see that. Well, you're looking good. You're not looking like you're completely worn out, but
right.
we still got 2 weeks to go, which sadly that makes this the last edition of this academic year of the West Brunswick Coaches Show.
That's true.
But that doesn't mean you can't come in the summer, eat plenty of wings, have a good time, and we'll reload for next year.
That's right.
Let's not go there yet. Let's talk about this year. Run us down. What have we accomplished this spring?
I tell you, our spring has been really successful. We had some things happen that had not happened before. I'm just going to kind of go down the list. Our boys tennis team made the regionals for the first time in probably about 10 years. Coach Bell was very excited with his group.
Absolutely.
And the kids did really well. Didn't make it to the states, made it to the regionals. Our track team, our 4x8 team, made it all the way to the states, which is 4 kids. We had 12 kids make it to the regionals, but our 4x8 team was the only team that made it to the states, which Coach Caraway and Coach Johnson, they do a great job
Making
with that.
states is a huge accomplishment.
Oh, it's a great thing. I think we finished 9th in the state with our 4x8 team. So, when you finish in the top 10,
absolutely.
I think that's a very successful program.
There's a lot of high schools. Even at the 3A level, there's a lot of high schools out there. So top 10 finish, I'll take that any day of the week.
Any day. That's so true. Our girls soccer team this year, Coach Dominguez, we made it to the second round for the first time in 7 years. We won a home playoff game. We had a home playoff game for the first time in 7 years. So, I think that's an accomplishment in itself.
Sure, and Coach Dominguez, it seems like his teams are getting a little bit better each year.
Getting a little better every year.
So we'll, the fall we got the boys, and then we'll reload with the girls again for next spring.
We actually won the 3A league. We beat Topsail in South for the first time, maybe in the last 8 or 9 years. So that's a great accomplishment.
Need to keep Coach Dominguez around for
Try
a while.
to keep him happy. Yeah. So that we're definitely trying to do that. Our boys golf team, we had 2 kids make it to the regionals. Did not qualify for the states, but they did make it to the regionals. Again, Coach is doing a great job with that. Coach T is doing a really, really good job.
A lot of freshmen and sophomores.
A lot of freshmen, sophomores, a lot of young kids. So, we're looking for big things with them in the future. Lacrosse, our boys lacrosse won our first game in school history, and they actually scored some points. They're getting a little better. Coach Steve did a good job with them, and they're getting a little better.
This is a new program at West, so
it's very, very new. Yep. People are beginning to actually come watch the sport a little bit and kind of get excited about it. So it was a fun year for them. Girls lacrosse. Our girls lacrosse.
They're good, man. They're good.
I tell you, we beat New Hanover twice this year. We were playing Laney the last game of the year with a chance to go to the playoffs. Unfortunately, they beat us. But with our girls program, we won probably 6 games this year. It's just getting better and better. And we actually have a lot of our kids are young, so we had some freshmen starting for us. And, I think we're getting better and better every year with that.
This is only the second year of lacrosse, the third year? So we're 3 full seasons into lacrosse, so we're already winning games. We're scoring. We talked at length about how we've got statistical leaders for the country now.
That's right.
At West for the girls. So, the lacrosse is exploding around here.
It's, that's a sport that's not going away. It's getting more and more popular with our community. So, I think that's something that's going to continue to grow for us.
We have a lot of people come in and ask to watch lacrosse on the big screens. And I've
Oh,
never
really?
realized that until just lately. So you can see where that sport's really growing in popularity.
I'm just still trying to learn the rules myself. So hopefully one of these days I'll figure it out.
Coach Kate will fill you in.
That's right. That's right. Then our baseball team played in the 4th round. We were so close. We lost a heartbreaker to Topsail Friday night in the bottom of the 11th. Coach Spivey continues to produce great programs. It just, when you get that close, it just makes it really, really tough.
They had to earn a home game. They had to open the playoffs on the road, didn't they?
That's right. We actually had to play 2 away games before we had a chance to play at home.
I mean,
that's tough to go on the road and win.
Yeah, and you look at last year, we were kind of like the odds-on favorite to win it all, and it didn't go that way. This year, went into the playoff, there wasn't a lot of fanfare. Had to go to Asheboro for game 1, and they go almost to the 5th round. I mean, 11th inning.
Heartbreak. And we go to CBA Cock and beat CBA Cock, who normally is one of the top 5 teams in the state. And again, this year, same way. But, our kids, they played really well. They continue to do great things for us at West. And Coach Spivey does a really good job.
That's right. He seems like he is almost one of the players sometimes, as excited as he gets.
He was
cool
very excited. So it was fun. It was fun to watch him.
But not everybody's done, right?
That's right. That's right. We're very excited. Our girls softball team, we're actually playing for the Eastern Championship.
That's awesome.
We play tomorrow night. Play Orange County at Orange County. So, hopefully we can continue to get another win. And this series is the best 2 out of 3.
Right.
So we would go to Orange tomorrow night. We would play at home on Thursday night. And if we have to play another game, it will be at Orange on Friday night. And the weather could have some say-so with that. So,
it's going to storm some in May.
Yes. So it just depends on how that goes.
I bet there's 2 happy Coach Nobles right now. Probably not completely happy. They want to make sure they got a little left in the tank.
I tell you, they've done a great job. It's exciting to watch them win. And, they won. They beat Lee County, who was the #1 team in the state, last Friday, and beat them in extra innings as well. So it's been fun. It really has.
I heard a story that baseball finished their game, and the entire baseball team, shook hands and sprinted over to the softball. Is that true?
That's so true. And then they lined the fence. And when the girls softball team won, we hit a shot in extra innings. Last batter, we score. The whole baseball team jumps the fence and they celebrate with our girls softball.
That's great.
Team. It was it was just awesome. It was great for our kids. It was great for our community. And when you do things like that, it just kind of make you feel good.
Well, this is what it's all about.
Oh, it is.
You're going to lose games. That's just sports.
Definitely.
Sometimes kids get hurt, and we don't ever want that to happen.
That's right.
That's the bad things that can happen. When you see something that goes that right, and the timing is just perfect like that, it doesn't get any better than that.
That's you couldn't write it any better.
No, that's storybook.
Really so it was really nice. And again, it's great for our community.
And it would also be great for our community to win this next series too.
It would be great. It would be really nice to be playing for a state championship next week.
We'd
That'd be
love
lots
it.
of fun.
We'd love it. Might have to do a special edition of the Coach's Show.
We may have to do that.
Yeah.
That's true.
Maybe
so
a new
true.
Coach's Challenge or something like that.
That's so true.
Well, I think that's a good rundown of what we've seen this spring, and let's hope the best is yet to come.
I hope so. I really do.
Well, Coach, we're gonna send you off for just a little bit. Maybe enjoy some wings or something. We're gonna bring you back on because we've got a little bit more to the mission tonight.
Sounds great.
We'll see you in a bit.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. All right, welcome back, Trojan fans. Have a very special guest with me tonight. This is Michael Lewis. I'm sure you probably already know him, but we finally got him on the set.
Good to be here.
Michael Lewis, it's great to have you. You're a busy man.
Quite busy.
You're dressed probably, maybe Coach Caraway can lay claim to saying he came on the show as well dressed as you, maybe.
Coach Caraway, he's a little smoother than I am, maybe.
I don't know. I think we need to put that one to a vote. Can we do an audience poll? We'll work on that. I don't know if our technology's there yet. You have a job. Obviously, you're at Farm Bureau.
Right.
You just left from there.
Just left, yeah.
You filmed the football games.
Filmed the football games.
You announced the baseball games.
Right. Take basketball season off.
Okay.
Then go to work as the announcer for the baseball team. So.
And you are the president of the Booster Club.
Right.
Are there 28 hours in your day, sir?
Well, not quite. I often tell Jimmy I think I'm at the school as much as he is, but he's a very busy man. I don't know of any AD around here that works any harder than he does, so I'm just trying to keep pace with him.
It's rare that there's an athletic event going on that we don't see a part of, so we appreciate it.
I'm usually out there quite a bit. I just love being around the kids. I love giving back to the community, and of course I still have a son that's graduating this year, so I had 3 kids that go through West, so I've been a part of the West community and the sports scene out there for several years now. And
you're definitely a Trojan.
Definitely a Trojan. Yeah. A transplanted Trojan. Didn't
right.
grow up here, but I've been here for quite a long time now.
Fine.
So,
well, thank you, because that we have resources at the school, of course, but without the community support like you're giving, it wouldn't go nearly as far enough. Our players wouldn't have nearly what they have.
It's been a group effort, a lot of guys participating, a lot of folks helping out, getting out in the community, knocking on doors, and we were able to sell quite a few signs. I think we went from 69 booster signs up to over 120 in one year,
double.
So a big increase, and of course that put a lot of money to the bottom line, and that just means that we're able to do things for the kids that we couldn't otherwise do. Such as new uniforms, teams in the playoffs. We try to feed the kids when they're traveling. So it enables us to do some things and provide for the kids. We want to give them every advantage they can have, and it makes you feel really good when folks come in from other areas and they talk about how nice our facilities are, how good our fields look, how good our uniforms and how all
right.
that looks, and it just makes you proud of what you do.
Winning Field of the Year is no small accomplishment.
That's right.
And
absolutely.
I'm sure the Booster Club had a hand in that.
Well, we've got coaches out there that don't mind getting their hands dirty. They get
right.
out and work really hard, and that makes a lot of difference. Of course, we try to give them some financial support, but they really all pitch in and do a great job out there. We really got a great group of coaches. If you look throughout all of our sports right now, I think we've got a really good group of coaches that work hard. They're dedicated, they're passionate, and
That's right.
I think the kids have been responding to that. It's a good time to be a Trojan.
Absolutely, and it just keeps getting brighter.
Yeah, that's true.
And the Booster Club puts on a few events too, don't they?
We do. We have our reverse raffle that's been going on for several years. This year was very successful. For the first time that I can remember, we normally have 300 slots on the board. We actually surpassed that.
Excellent.
So we raised a record amount of money. We had a great event that night, and people came out. We had a nice steak dinner. Of course, it comes down to the final few for that money, and that's
right.
what everybody's there for.
That's
so,
right.
Just a great event, a good fundraising event for the kids, and that's one of our big events of the year. So.
And that money goes to the bottom line. And,
absolutely.
And let's be clear, this is not a paid position you're in with the Booster Club. You're doing this.
It's not a paid position. It's just wanting to give back to the community and do something for the kids.
I love it.
I grew up playing sports. I've always been around sports, and I just love being out there and just seeing what West Brunswick's got and how much further we can take it. I'd like to see some state championship banners hanging up out there.
As would we. I think we want state championship banners evenly distributed throughout all the facilities.
Absolutely.
I want to see a couple at Rourke Field over there. Fill that gym up a little more.
Yeah. And we've got the kids, I think, that can do that. And like I said, we've got great coaches in place. I think, as a whole, I think our athletic program is really on the rise. And you can look at our football team, how great, they had a great year. Basketball, Coach Davis, always a great job. Unfortunately, we're losing him, and hate to see him go, but certainly wish him well. We wish him well, except for maybe twice a year.
That's right, because he
is going to a competitor, but
yeah.
But just a great guy, and really has just turned our program around. Did a super job while he was here, and we certainly wish him and his wife all the luck in the future. And then baseball, of course, has been successful for a number of years. So we just keep that rolling. And
we reload in baseball.
We kind of do. We kind of reload. It seems like we've come close for several years in a row. We just can't quite get over the hump there, but it's going to happen. We've got one state championship hanging up out there, and I think we're going to see another one before too long.
If these kids keep doing the right things, because we got the right coaches in place, if they'll keep doing the right things. And I mean, all we got to do is operate the vehicle.
Absolutely. We just get the community behind them, get support out there, and we've had that. The other night at the baseball game, 4th round of the playoffs, we traveled to Topsail, and I guarantee you we had as many fans there as they did.
That's
so
right.
That's what it takes. And the kids, they respond to that. They want to see that the community's behind them and supporting them, and it makes them feel good when they look over there and we're the visitors and we've got as many fans there. So
I tell you, we've seen such a strong response. We know anytime there's a home game now, and it doesn't really matter which sport. I mean, I think the crowds we had for baseball and softball that come over here after the game, I mean, there's a lot of Trojan pride in this community these days.
There is, and just being a little bit on the inside of the program and seeing how the coaches respond and the community's responding, I think there's a lot of pride in what's going on out there right now.
That's great. Tell us a little bit more about you. I mean, you said you're a transplant. That's okay. You're one of the family now.
Well, there's not a whole lot I want to talk about me personally.
Well, where'd you come from?
I grew up in Bladen County.
Okay.
I grew up
not that far.
Not too far away. Just far enough. Been here since '94. Grew up. Went to Bladenburg High School. Was a Bulldog. And
you're a local now.
I'm a local
now.
Yeah, absolutely.
We fall into that category of adopted locals.
Yeah, so. Most everyone around here came from somewhere else, right?
Absolutely. I can't thank you enough for what you've done to support these kids. Folks, this is the president of the Booster Club. This is a face that you should know and a face that you should approach and ask how you can get more involved. We got some tips on that coming up too.
Yeah, I mean, it's real easy to get involved. We sell the booster passes every year. If you buy that, you're a member of the Booster Club. You're certainly welcome to come to meetings. It gives you some special privileges. Of course, the best is that you get into all the games.
Right.
It gets you into every single game for the rest of the year. For football season, it gets you preferred parking. You also get a meal at halftime of the football games, and so just by buying that pass, you're contributing quite a bit. And of course, a lot of business owners in the community buy the signs, and the passes come along with that. So there are several ways to get involved, and that's one of the things that we strive to get out in the community and make sure we give everybody an opportunity to be involved. So.
And I'll tell you, folks, for these Booster Club meals, we're not talking tuna fish. We did barbecue last year, and there's some other great food out there too. So for the admission, the parking, and the food alone, I mean, what are you waiting for?
It's really a great deal. I mean, if you have a kid that's involved in athletics, or if you have kids in school that are going to go to athletic events, it's really the best deal going, because you're going to spend that money at the gate, so why not just buy the pass and get all the benefits that go along with it?
If you just like good sports.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Sign up for the Booster Club today.
And one of the things that allows us to do is, for instance, I'm not sure if you were going to mention this later or not, but we've got a project that's getting ready to start with the boosters, going to build a new press box and concession stand over at the baseball field. And that's because we were able to raise money and do things like that. And we've had some folks in the community that have given us donations on that. We had the South Brunswick Islands Rotary Club that got some grant money that's going to go towards that. So we're going to start construction on that pretty soon as the softball season's over. Very much looking forward to that. The old one served its purpose, but it's time to do something new.
Time to move forward with that.
Time to move forward, and we're very proud that we're going to be able to do that coming up soon. So
we
have
want
some
as
new
many
facilities to look at soon.
We want as many renovations as we can over there, when the time's right, and this is how we pay for them. So.
That's right. Takes a whole community to do it, but we're going to get it done. And I think if you look around, our facilities are top notch. They're as good as anybody's anywhere around. So we're very proud of that.
You're a big reason why we can't thank you enough. Mr. Lewis, thanks for coming on the show.
All right. Thanks for having me.
It was our pleasure. Good luck, and let's go Trojans.
Go Trojans.
All right, Trojan fans, welcome back. I have Coach Fletcher back. Coach.
All right.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, that's right.
It's been like 10 minutes.
I know.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
We've got some new plans going on over there at West. You came to me a year or so ago and said you were going to fundamentally change the way West Brunswick raised money for the athletic department. And I think some of that's come to fruition.
It really has. First off, as the AD in this county, our county does a great job. As an AD, you go, you travel over different parts of the state and you listen to some of the ADs talk, and some of their counties don't help them at all. So we're very fortunate. our county does a good job helping us financially. But even though with all their help, there's still so many things that we've got to, to help purchase, and because you want to make everything first class, every sport, every facility. One of the things that when I took over, we wanted to upgrade some of our facilities. And unfortunately that costs lots of money. And so my first 2 years as the AD, we did the same thing with our booster club as far as fundraising. And if you do the same thing, you're going to get the same results. And so we started kind of sitting down thinking about some different ideas. And when I was at the collegiate level, even though I coached football, I was also part of fundraising. Because, at that level, at Division I AA, sometimes you have to fundraise as well.
That's right.
So
it's called cross-training, right?
That's exactly. So, I got some ideas with that, but obviously everything you get, you're going to steal it from other schools and other people. There was a coach here that came from Charlotte, and he gave me some ideas, and then sitting and talk with our booster people, with Michael and some of the other guys that are in the booster club, we kind of revamped the way we raise money. Really, if you go to any college now, they have different, they have a platinum sponsor, a VIP, or a normal sponsor, and they all have different names, but we decided to do something like that.
You have tiers.
That's right. We have different levels. And so what we decided to do this at the high school level. So our biggest sponsor is our platinum sponsor, and that is $5,000 a year. And we kind of did it for a 3-year period. And the reason, and I know Michael touched about the concession stand, press box that we're building for baseball, softball, excuse me, but that's something that we knew we needed. We knew we needed the money, so that's why we did everything with a 3-year contract. So we went out 2 years ago, well actually last year was the first year, and we started the platinum sponsors. We were very fortunate. We've got 5 of those right now. Just had another one come on board about a month ago. And then we decided to go to VIP, which is $1,000 sponsor. And starting out, we thought, hey, if we could get 10, it would be awesome. We ended up with 20. So
200%.
Hey, you couldn't ask for better. And then, of course, we did our normal signage, which is $400.
Right.
And that's something that we did, and we were very, very fortunate, and we continued to sell new signs. Now, when you start doing this, though, something that I guess maybe I didn't realize, with all the promises we made for the platinum sponsors and the VIP sponsors for signage, you have to pay lots of money, kind of start out process. Sure. Because if you're a platinum sponsor, you get lots of signage. And in order to do that, it costs money. Yeah. So we did spend a lot last year on just kind of getting our signage up to date and what we're trying to do.
Somebody's got to paint the signs, right?
Somebody's got to paint the signs. Someone's got to hang the signs. So we did some different things with that. Our VIP, same thing. We actually made some bigger signs for them. Again, cost a little bit more money, but we felt like in the long run that was going to, was going to pay for itself, obviously. And then, of course, our normal sponsors that have been with us for years, a lot of those guys still do the $400 sponsors, which is a great thing. It allows us to continue to raise our normal amount of money. But the platinum and the VIP kind of took us to the next level. So that's what we decided to do, and it really worked well.
How'd she say?
Probably a little better than I thought. We were a little worried going into it to see if it would work, but it really did some good things, in which this has allowed us to do some even better things for our kids.
It's the right idea at the right time.
That's exactly. So we did that. I know Michael talked a little bit about our booster pass. We are going to raise the money just a little bit this year, raise the price, because it is such a good deal. We're going to kind of raise our price the same thing that South Brunswick and North Brunswick. So we just felt like we would all do the same price.
I think everyone understands that.
I think so too.
It costs more to go to the grocery store these days.
Oh, it really does. It really does. So we did that, and then of course we did our normal reverse raffle. That's been, I think, for about 22, 23 years now. We've had that. So we do some things that are different with the Platinum and the VIP, but we are doing some of the same things that we have done in the past. So we didn't change everything. We just kind of changed the way we approach some things, but it has definitely worked for our benefit.
Well, we're very appreciative that these businesses and boosters are out there in the community that are willing to pony up for that, because that's what pushes this whole thing forward.
That's right. And see, now we also have two other avenues that we're trying to get. One, we do a Twitter page, and we are trying to get a sponsor for our Twitter page. Some of the high schools that I've worked with in the past have done that, and we're
talking about great advertising.
It's a great advertising.
Your logo will be in front of a huge feed.
It's huge. And Coach Hardy does our Twitter page, and she does a great job, and it's always
keeps getting bigger.
Oh, it keeps getting bigger.
Good chance to get in on the ground floor here.
Definitely. And then, of course, this Coaches Show.
That's what I was hoping you would say.
This Coaches Show is something we are looking for some sponsorship.
We need some sponsors for this Coaches Show, and all the money goes to the West Brunswick Athletic Department.
That's exactly. So, you know, if you're out there looking and you're looking for a way to benefit your business, I mean, we could even come to your business to do a little advertisement or something of that nature.
We got a really good AV guy.
Got a great AV guy that can do anything with a camera.
He can find a way to shoot a frame that I am almost presentable to the community, so that he's a wizard.
Right. That's right.
And my understanding, too, is that eventually this show will be incorporated into a class.
Yes, we are working on that as well. I've met with the teacher, and we're trying to kind of figure out how to do this with the class. But that's a process that we're working on right now.
So let me get this straight. Someone in the community could advertise on this show, have a free commercial shot, and help kids learn about the whole media industry.
That's exactly. It's a great opportunity.
How could you go wrong with that?
I totally agree.
And, you know, it's shot here live at Wing and Fish Company. You could come up, watch the show being filmed, and eat the best wings in town.
It's exactly. It's a great idea. It really is.
Time to let's get on the ball, folks.
I agree. I agree.
I look forward to working this relationship with you.
Definitely. Definitely.
I think we have a good mutual existence up here.
I think so too. I think this is a great program. It's a great avenue for our coaches to kind of get out and talk about their program. So it's a great thing.
We brought this up on a show. You weren't on this one, but also think about this. The basketball team, the men's basketball team, ate here for 4 years pregame. They only lost 4 times.
Hey.
I think there's something there.
Must be in the protein, the chicken, you know.
It's got to be. And then, you know, you think about it, all these other teams, you're seeing them win more. We can expand that, you know, pregame meals here, and then they can hear about how great they are on the Coaches Show.
That's exactly.
And you can advertise on that.
That's right. That's exactly.
That's a winner.
So lots of opportunities. And with our booster club, there are so many opportunities now, and I think that's why we've been successful.
Well, I appreciate your thinking outside the box, you know, using some tried and true methods at the collegiate level. They work here too.
Oh, I know. They really do.
That's great.
They really do.
We got if you're not ahead of the curve, you're behind it.
That's so true. That is so true.
West Brunswick Trojans ahead of the curve.
That's right.
Well, Coach, I know you got a fun summer coming up.
Looking forward to it.
Well, we're going to be talking real soon about how to get as many sponsors as we can and how to help support what you do over there, because I know you got a lot on your plate.
Sounds good. Oh, it's fun though. We have lots of kids that are excited about what's going on. Great coaches right now, and you know, I just think it's a great time to be at West Brunswick.
You got kids that are studying hard and winning.
That's right.
What more can you ask for?
That's so true.
Thanks again, Coach.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
It's always a pleasure. Go Trojans.